inlet and a 7.5-inch max housing size. No cut tires in this class, but boy, are the engines highly modified. These guys are going to put on a great show for you. First puller in every class here tonight has the option to drop it, turn it down, come back later, because they are the guinea pig or the test puller of the class with no one prior to them pulling for them to observe. So then we may see this guy come back. He may like it. Object of the game, keep the tractor between the white lines, which are 30 feet apart, and go as far as you can. Brian's exercising the right to get her slowed down before the front of the sled reaches the 75-foot mark. Terminator now. Here comes Brian Bird again, better luck this time. Getting her down into the low range, and that dual power was good for about 20 more feet. How about a hand for Brian?
Brian Bird, 188 feet, 0.5, 288.5.
288.5. Man, he's setting the mark. Fans up here in Centre County are going to like this guy.
You're turning with 320 feet, 0.4, 320.4.
Tracking 404 is going to come to life. She's way up there near the 540 mark now.
They reset the sled, broke Miller the last tractor pull drop. Be back later in the class.
Down below Hagerstown, Maryland, runs this big old case called Endangered Species. He and his brother have been having a great year. This tractor is currently second in the point standing. Endangered Species, a 72 model 1175 case out of Windsor, Maryland. Those big bright yellow Pico stickers, that's going to make these Pico guys happy. Jeff flying about 4 hours from home, and once he got out there about the 85-foot mark, he knew that he should have stopped because the RPMs were going down already, but it was too late then. I think you're going to like this one. Bobby's currently third in the point standings. So let's make his trip worthwhile. Old Blue. How about a hand for Bobby, that's going to be disappointing. Out of Grange, Pennsylvania, and many of you folks know exactly where that's at. Our first big international to go down the track.
Ray Belak went 297 feet 3 inches, 297.3.
2976838. That's Riverside Engines. Here comes J. Howard Meredith out of Y Mills, Maryland.
J. Howard Meredith Jr. went 299 feet 10 inches, 299.10.
302 and 11 is gone. Let's hope he can do that or better this time. Brent Miller out of Edinburgh, Virginia.
Miller with 302 feet 9 inches, 302.9.
Well, and I'll assure you this one does too. Here comes Recap This. He never pulled her back into low range.
Chad Nesselrod with 305 feet 2 inches, 305.2.
And I'm sure you're going to agree, this big 9600 runs real well. Travis Eaton.
Travis Eaton went 286 feet 2 inches, 286.2.
A 970 called Showcase. Having some turbo issues, and that's going to be a bit disappointing. How about a hand for him, folks?
Lucas Criswell with 227 feet 7 inches, 227.7.
436 cubic inch motor from the factory, but as I said earlier, this class allows them to go clear up to 540. There's some more turbo issues, I'd say. And he's way past the 75-foot mark. Darn the lucky for Jeremy. How about a hand for him, folks? He's in here from Kempton.
Jeremy Belknap went 172 feet 4 inches, 172.4.
540. Here's a free milkshake from Joe Confer's Toyota Auto Outlet. I'm going to drop it. Hopefully somebody will grab it and hand it to you. Here comes Ron Belknap, international fans. Jeremy Baldwin,
full pole was 300 feet. Ron Belknap had a full pole.
Fourth in the point standing. Better have some good oil.
Jeremy Baldwin had a full pole.
I believe he's going to try that again. Needs a few more RPMs. We'll back him up and let him have his second attempt. Look at him shaking his head. Man, that's got to be disappointing. How about a hand for Josh? Tough break. No more torque amplifier in that tractor. He's put her in a gear. Local guy can do. We'll call him local. Put it that way. He's the closest one to home. Grabbing the torque amplifier for a few extra feet. How about a hand for Rob?
Robert Houck went 276 feet 2 inches, 276.2.
Between 1973 and 1977. This would have replaced that 4320 that was out here earlier, 404 cubic inch with a turbo out of the factory, but it's much bigger than that now. Darn the luck for him, he downshifted and it was still a bit too high of a gear. That track is taking a lot of power out of these things. They are really biting.
Ted Homan went 197 feet 4 inches, 197.4.
Here comes the Ford 9000 called Blue Express. How about a hand for Brian, ladies and gentlemen? He went 288 the first time, but he's back because the sled was reset. night.
Brian
He said,
Bird,
"Man,
285
see
feet,
if I
4
can do a
inches,
lot better than that
285.4.
tonight. I'm not used to that." I think he's got a pretty good gap there in points. But talk about a big class. There's 28 tractors registered for this Pro Farm class this year. We have a nice showing of 17 of them here tonight. Here comes Pushing Dirt from Stanley, Virginia. Good pull. I think he may have made the pull-off. With the Blue Express.
Garrett Turner had a full pull. This will pull off an 11,000-pound Pro Farm.
I better give you a little break there because here comes the first of 5 in the pull-off. Brent Miller from Edinburgh, Virginia. See him turn that down. The first puller in the pull-off has to take what he gets. So we have 4 more coming to see if they can beat her feet in full. An aircraft-powered tractor, all kinds of stuff coming
Brent
in.
Miller
the
went 301
class
feet,
up
5
next.
inches, 301.5.
Isn't this a sharp-looking international? The second tractor of 5 in this Pro Farm pull-off. I think it's a 73 model. Be the next to last year 1066 to have a white-sided hood. That's a good pull for Ted Netherron. Over or standing its on its nose.
Chad Nezarov went 304 feet, 6 inches, 304.6.
Mandatory in this class, but they are in the pro and super stock classes. Highly recommended. How about a hand for Ron Belknap? Parts flying off the clutch, and he got her wound as hard as it would go. Other red ones.
Ron Belknap went 309 feet, 8 inches, 309.8.
These guys are having a ball with you here tonight. I'm sure the long trip was worth it. I'll be pretty happy with it. Finished up, but
Jeremy Baldwin with 301 feet, 2 inches, 301.2.
InterstatePullers.com, or you can check out the website of that handsome red-haired cameraman at the end of the track. It's www.easternextremepulling.com. All kinds of news and events and goings on there. The final guy, let's see. Ron Belknap has high on red out front in this pull-off at 309.8. Let's see if the Ford can meet or beat that. Bush and Dirt from Stanley, Virginia, right down the road from the Ray Caverns. He's a mechanic. down in that part of the country.
M&W Walling over there. And another pair. LW hose. A cop plate. And another LW hose. You keep your cement controller warm.
Well, it's a good thing in Texas Fishing Alley. He's still not too much boost. He done blew the pipe off the turbocharger. I believe he'll be able to drive it out of there. He's definitely going to be double clamping that thing on there tomorrow night.
Right up a little bit so I get by.
Here comes Rusty Nuts out of Boswell, Pennsylvania. Jess Michler's on the driver.
Oh, yeah, you can turn. Whoops. I got some milk for some big balls. That way I don't have you up there jumping here, buddy. Who? Big College Ford. Clear JR up there.
Open tractors weighing in at 8,000 pounds. Barely affordable. Coming now. Stone tractor has a 5.6
Ricky Blizzard dropped me back later in the class.
Chevrolet drivetrain, twin 505 big block Chevy. Get her hooked up.
Austin, 297 feet 5 inches, 297.5.
And that centrifugal clutch will lock up. Okay, now watch those red butterflies on top of that big block Chevy. They'll be wide open here by the 50-foot mark.
America went 285 feet 2 inches,
Eagle Tire,
285.2.
towing, and recovery from Milesburg. Here comes the local guy, folks, Howard Asham from right here in Center Hall with bits and pieces. Well, they all get 2 attempts, and he's finding how hard that sled is to get to move. We'll back him up, let him have it. 10th in the point standings.
Howard Dasham
That
drop and be back later.
If all was well, and he'll be steering with his right foot touching the brake pedals. 30.5-inch wide back tire in this class. Wait till you hear this 6-cylinder wind up. It will be singing. Twin turbos under the hood. He's down about 15 minutes east of Hagerstown, Maryland in Boonesboro.
We moved you up here to the announcement booth. Ted Packer up here in the announcement booth.
Donovan Olden with 300 feet
Columbia,
even,
Pennsylvania, Lancaster
300.0.
County. Here we go. Here's hoping.
Jason Brommer went 292 feet 4 inches,
The tractor got a
292.4.
fourth place finish here last year. Let's see what little brother can do this year. Our number 2 points man with the dirt slinger. Here we go, Chevrolet fans. I thought something moved the kill cable there for a minute, but it's still running. I don't know if he flipped off the throttle, or if the tranny went out, or what. We'll try to find out and let you know. Chevrolet.
Matt Falster went 237 feet 1 inch, 237.1.
Kevin Stauber on Rough and Ready from Waynesboro. Currently 9th in the point standing.
Kevin Stauber went 309 feet 10 inches, 309.10.
From Mount
Ron Haley went
Maryland,
278 feet 11
Forest
inches,
West.
278.11. Blizzard went 292 feet 5 inches, 292.5.
Third in the point standing. Here comes Critical Air, Blown Big Rock Chevrolet car.
Austin with 303 feet 2 inches, 303.2.
Sparky out of Chambersburg, sporting twin big block Ford motors. Out of Mount Airy, Maryland.
Austin with 309 feet 5 inches, 309.5. Ricky Blizzard went 277 feet 10 inches, 277.10.
That is very disappointing when you're on your home track in front of a hometown crowd.
Speed and exhibition run by Dave Deku.
Twin cam V12, 1,710 cubic inches of Allison aircraft power. This was vintage 1940 technology. That is a collector engine if you ever saw one. He does a good job with it.
Dave Deku with 311 feet 8 inches, 311.8. This is a pull-off in the 8,000 pound open.
Here comes Riding Red from Boonesboro, Maryland. One of the turbos, or maybe both of them, quit on him. There's no second ride for the first puller in a pull-off, but he's past the 75-foot mark, so unfortunately for Donovan, we'll have to get that measurement.
Donovan ultimate 125 feet 4 inches, 125.4.
Out here now with the Critical Air, Blown Big Rock Chevrolet tractor out of Boonesboro, Maryland. He's our new leader.
This is for the last two tractors. Kevin Stoffern with 303 feet 3 inches. And Matt Falston with 305 feet 1 inch, 305.1.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Let's hope it's not a major problem. That's better. We need all 16 cylinders to see if he can get her out there to that 305 mark. Here comes Sparky.
They about ready to go, and I'm going to shut up when they do.
Here we go, Donnie. The first of 15 tractor spans in the mod turbo class. This is our current points leader and last year's points champion, Scott Kiskadden on Bleeding Blue.
Mini moms will be back here tomorrow night starting at 6 o'clock. Children will be in the pedal pool on Wednesday at 10:30, ages 3 through 10.
Here comes Stress Test out of Woodstock, Virginia. Not bad. How about a hand for Guy Gokenau?
Sled set first tractor, Scott Kiskadden with 317 feet 5 inches. Second tractor, Guy Gokenau with 302 feet even, 302.0.
John Deere fans, here we come with the Barnyard Deer out of Edinburgh, Virginia. How about a hand for Toby Markle?
Toby Markley went 298 feet 6 inches, 298.6.
We'll see the internationals out here later.
297 feet even,
He's the
297.0.
man to see it, Columbus Diesel. Green flag is out now. Here comes Up in Smoke. Most important gauge this guy has is that big chrome pipe right in front of him. He'll have his eyes focused on that. When his seat starts vibrating and the coal black smoke starts cooking out of there, it'll be about 45 to 5,000 RPM. Here comes Up in Smoke.
And again, I'll tell you, it is a big 50-50 drawing.
Yogi. This is the big
Steve
truck
Beckley
driver
with
of the bunch.
306 feet 8 inches,
He's no stranger
306.8.
to it. Here we go with the Street Boys toy from Vicksburg, Virginia. That was a nice straight run, wasn't it? Good pull for him.
David Street went 310 feet even, 310.0.
Green flags out for Vern Zerby with Z Unit. That's better. Chains tight, looking for
Vern
slack,
Zerby with
close to
314
5,000
feet 3
RPM.
inches, 314.3.
Green flags out for Firestorm. How about a hand for T-Bone? Good. His dad cut this up into
Tommy
a full
Williams
tractor
went
when he was
404
about
feet
5
3
years
inches,
old.
304.3.
Here comes Papa Smurf
Full
from
pull
the
set,
Fort
310
15
feet.
from Chambersburg. Not bad at all. Run out the right corner. How about a hand for Jason Ford?
For all the women and all the
Jason
clubs.
Farston with 307 feet 4 inches, 307.4.
Okay, Ford fans, here comes Blue Reaper. ready to come in here for the next
Nathan
class.
Graham
You
with
know,
300
over
feet even, 300.
in the ready area there and see the smoke flying out of a semi. Let's see if the smoke's going to fly out of this 1066. Jumped out of gear, and I believe it's short of the 75-foot mark. So we'll drag him back and let him try that again, and hopefully it's going to behave this time. It's as good as it looks. Chain's tight, and the green flag's coming, and then we'll do a T-shirt. Here we go with Barely Gettin By from Newmarket, Virginia.
Travis Eaton with 303 feet 8 inches, 303.8.
And he's looking for that 310-foot pull mark.
Jimmy Williams with 301 feet 2 inches, 301.2.
Ingram Fuel. Here comes Little Stinker. Let's see if
Cap
Vern
on
can get
279
Dr.
feet
LZ
5 inches,
out there in the pool
279.5.
area. Currently fifth in the points. I'd say he'll be able to make it. I think he's
Vern Zerby had a full pole.
This
This is a pull off an 8,500-pound Mont Turbo.
He's having a banner year, no doubt about that. He went further than anybody else here in this class at 317. Let's see what he can do in the pull-off.
His cat's pull-off distance was 314 feet 10 inches, 314.10.
What was that bar and stuff? Brown bar. We got R.W. Bird, Jersey Shore, Bank. I think we had one there from Interstate.
David Street with 310 feet 7 inches, 310.7.
Make some noise for Burns Derby. That's kind of disheartening, isn't it? How about a hand for him, folks? Z unit not hanging in there. Not going to be any worse than fourth, but not where he wanted to be.
Burns Derby went 172 feet 11 inches, 172.11.
Out here where? Jersey Shore State Bank t-shirt. Who's yelling out here? Here comes the final one, Dr. LZ. Horsepower out of it. He's getting all he can out of it. Third in the point standings for this hot street semi class.
Blue ticket for a hat, 41-23-04.
Points leader
Howard
for the
Brown
hot
dropped
street
me back
semi
last.
class. So let's see if he can walk the dog, if you will, out there to that 300-foot mark. Darn the luck. How about a hand for Jim Seville? First I've seen him drive it, and he doesn't have the RPMs wound up like he needed to get to the 300-foot mark.
Stainless steel vacuum.
Jim Seville went 226 feet 11 inches,
I call it
26.11.
thermostat. They call it a flask. I thought that was one of them little things you put your beer in or your whiskey or something.
Albert Brown back with with the Big Mac called Back in Black from Newmanstown, turned down 292. He's getting a little coaching from Richard Price. You tell him what to do, Richard? Wind her up, run it like you stole it. This is Philip. Oh my goodness, he's last on my list, Jason. Philip Price with Magnum Force.
Philip Price went 309 feet 2 inches, 309.2.
How about a hand for Tim Martin with the 89 feet? Had one like that. They used to home tractors.
Tim Martin went 217 feet even, 217.0.
Sure sounds good, but he's running out of traction. How about a hand for TJ Martin?
Looks like coming up the 7 mountains on a snowy night. Got his truck and brought it out.
John Reese went 284 feet even, 284.0.
Hey, in there in the grass, right over there, Mike.
How about a nice hand for Ted Manning with the 85 Max cab over out of Frenchville? Great job putting us right in that time frame. Here comes Back in Black out of Newmanstown.